हृदयो योनुक्तये स्वयं रक्षत्यन्वहमात्मनोति विरुद्धं वैद्येशपुत्राभिधम्. नमस्कारः. सापि कौलिकभार्या यथेच्छया सुरतसुखमनुभूय कस्मिंश्चित् क्षणे स्वगृहमागत्य तां नापितीमिदमाह अयि शिवं भवत्याः नायं पापात्मा मम गताया उत्थितः नापित्याः शिवं नासिकया विना शेषस्य शरीरस्य. So she goes. Sorry. No sound. Now it is getting stuck and breaking. Mute madhye asti. No. I unmuted now. And how is it now? Okay, we can hear well now. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, got logged off. Sapi kaulika bharya yathechaya. Yeah, so I read that portion. So she enjoys with Devadatta and comes back and then asks Napiti if she is doing fine and if this Papatma has not woken up in between during my absence. Napityaha Shivam Nasikaya Vina. So Nasikaya Vina Sheshasya Sharirasya Shivam. So my body, my Sharira is doing good except for my nose, which your husband brutally chopped off. तद्रुतं मां मोचय बन्धनाद् यावन्नायं मां पश्यति येन स्वगृहं गच्छामि तथानुष्ठिते भूयोऽपि कौलिक उत्थायतामाह पुंश्चली किमद्यापि न वदसि किं भूयोऽप्यतो दुष्टतरं कर्णच्छेदादिनिग्रहं करोमि अथ सा सकोपं साधिक्षेपमिदमाह. So he threatens her, even now you do not open your mouth, how dare. Should I give you some worse punishment like karnachedana? Should I cut off your ears or something? So Dhing dhing mahamudha komam mahasatim dharshayitum vyangayitum va samarthaha. So I am a mahasati. I am such a chaste woman. And who can threaten me or worse mutilate me? Nobody can do that. Shrinvantu sarve lokapala. Aditya Chandra, she brings all of them into Sakshi. So brings their attention and says that yadi mama sati tasti manasa parapurusho nabhilashitas deva bhuyopi me nasikam tadrigrupam akshatam kuruvantu. So may the devas render my nose the way it was before. So however it was before, so may they do it like that. May it be back unwounded. Akshata means unwounded. Athava yadi mama chitte parapurushasya bhrantirapi bhavati tato mam bhasmasan nayantu. So even if there is a bhranti, I need not have consciously thought of a man, but even in a bhranti, in a moment of bhranti, if I had thought of a parapurusha, may I be burnt to ashes. Eva muktva bhuyopi tamaha bho duratman pashya me satitva prabhavena tadrishi eva nasika samvrita. See, because of the power of my satitva, my nose is back to normal. Atha asau ulmukamadaya yavat pashyati tavad rupam nasikancha bhutale rakta pravahancha mahantam apashyat athasa vismitamanastam bandhanad vimuchya shayyayam aropya cha chadushatais paryatoshayat devarmapitam sarvavrittantam alokya vismitamana idamaha. So what does he do? Immediately he is shocked at this and then unties her and makes her sit on the cot, on the bed, and starts appeasing her, pacifying her. Chatushate, he talks to her sweetly and pleases her. Deva Sharma. So Deva Sharma watches all this and things to himself. Shambarasya chayamaya yamaya namucherapi bale kumbhinasyaschaiva sarvasta yoshito vidu. So these women seem to be adept at all kinds of mayas that these famous asuras, Mayavis, seem to have known. Hasantam prahasantyeta rudantam prarudantyapi apriyam priyavakyescha grinhanti kala yogata. So kala yogataha. So according to the kala. So through the kala yoga, through the association of time. So whatever is suitable for the time. Yeah, according to that, they employ various means. They make a person who is smiling, they make him smile, they make one cry, and then somebody who is not favorable, they try to trap him through priya vakya by uttering pleasing words. They do all sorts of things. Ushana veda yachastram yacha veda brihaspatihi stri buddhyana vishishyeta tasmad rakshya katham hitaha. So how can these women be controlled? Because they seem to be very, very good at all those shastras that Ushanas, Shukracharya knows. So all those strategies they seem to be aware of. Evameva brihaspatihi yat shastram veda stri buddhya tatsarvam na vishishyeta. So all that is not more than what the Stri Buddhi can think of, what the Stri Buddhi, the strategy that the mind of a woman can plot. All these shastras do not surpass that. So evam sthite taha katham rakshyaha. So how can they be controlled? Anritam satyamittyahu satyanchapi tathanritam idiyastah katham dhirai samrakshyav purushairiha. Dhiraihi purushairihi. So by men, wise men, valorous men, how can these people be controlled? How can they be kept under control when they have no maryada at all? They can lie. Okay. They can just lie through their teeth. Anritam satyam iti vadanti. So that which is asatya, they talk of that as satya, and that which is satya, they make it into asatya, and so on. Anyatrapyuktam nati prasangah pramadasu karyo nechedvaram strishu vivardhamanam atiprasaktaif purushairyatasthah kridanti kakairiva lunapakshaihi. So pramadasu atiprasangah na karyaha. So too much indulgement with women is not to be done, and one should not wish for their power to rise so that they become all powerful and the man in the house becomes a mere toy. This should not, an ideal man will not let this happen. Atiprasaktaihi purushaihi. Why? Because with men who are too indulgent, who are too attached to women, with them they play like they play with a toy. Lunapakshehi kakaihi iva kridanti. Like they play with a crow that has been chopped off of its wings. Lunapakshehi kakaiva kridanti. Sumukhena vadanti valguna praharantyeva shitena chetasa madhudisthati vachi yoshitam hridaye halahalam mahadvisham. So they speak with nice, beautiful words. Okay. But then at the same time, strike hard with their sharp heart. That is why it is said that honey stays on their tongue and their heart is filled with hala visha. Atayeva nipiyate tharo hridayam mushtibhireva tadyate purushais sukhalesha vanchitair madhulubdhaih kamalam yathalithi. So the comparison is drawn between how a bee consumes honey from Kamala Pushpa. It tries to drink the nectar, but at the same time, the center portion, the hridaya of Kamala, that is beaten, that is struck hard by the bees. Evameva etasam adharaha nipiyate. So the lower lip, so where it was just mentioned that madhutisthati. So that is kissed, that is drunk here. Nipiyate. Hridayam mushtibhihi tadyate. But hridaya is nicely struck with the fist. I think we stopped here, and it's going to be a long list of shlokas. Okay, somebody seemed to have, the author does really seem to have been badly affected by women, by kulatas. So there's a long list of verses that we are going to see about kulata charitra, about how bad and how much of a pain these people are to men. आवर्तः संशयानाम विनय भवनं पत्तनं साहसानां दोषाणां सन्निधानं कपटशतगृहं क्षेत्रमप्रत्ययानां दुर्ग्राह्यं यन्महद्भिर्नरवरवृषभैः सर्वमायाकरण्डं स्त्रीयन्त्रं केन लोके विषममृतयुतं धर्मनाशाय सृष्टम् आवर्तः संशयानाम विनय भवनं पत्तनं साहसानां सन्निधानं कपटशतगृहं क्षेत्रमप्रत्ययानां दुर्ग्राह्यं यन्महद्भिर्नरवरवृषभैः सर्वमायाकरण्डं स्त्रीयन्त्रं केन लोके विषममृतयुतं धर्मनाशाय सृष्टम्. Into the padacheda. Avartaha samshayanam avinaya bhavanam pattanam sahasana doshanam sannidhanam kapata shatagruham kshetram apratyayanam durgrahyam yat mahadbhihi naravara vrishabhaihi sarva maya karandam स्त्रीयंत्रम केन लोके विषम अमृतनाशाय सृष्टम. So the poet is lamenting एतत् स्त्रीयंत्रम. So there is a machine called the woman. So he is so unhappy, poor fellow. So he's so heartbroken that he no longer wants to describe a woman as a Chaitanya Vastu. So he equates her to a machine. Stri Yantram Kena Srishtam. So who indeed has created this horrible machine called Stri? Stri Yantram Loke Kena Srishtam. So who indeed has created? Tat Kidrisham Visham Amrita Yutam. It is pure poison but mixed with nectar. Okay. And that nectar, people get fooled by that. So Visham Amrita Yutam Visham. Kimartham Srishtam Dharma Nashaya Srishtam. So it has indeed been created to create havoc in the society and create disharmony, destroy dharma. Destroy dharma means what? Disturb the larger balance of the society, disturb the harmony of the society. Dharma nashaya kena srishtam etadrisham yantram stri yantram. Iti kavihi pritchati. Etad yantram kidrisham vishadataya vadati. Samshayanam avataha. So this is a whirlpool. Avarta is a whirlpool. It's a sodal. So a whirlpool of doubts. She is ever doubtful, always doubting. Samshayanam avartaha avinaya bhavanam. Avinayasya bhavanam. So this is the very bhavana. Bhavana is the place of stay, residence of Avinaya. Avinaya means what? Vinaya is modesty, humility. So we can say immodesty. Okay, she is the dwelling place of immodesty. Avinayasya bhavanam. Sahasanam pattanam. So pattanam again, residence, abode. Abode of what? Of sahasa. Sahasa here means adventure. She does not care for stability and she is always motivated, or she is, what can we say, she gets lured by the excitement that adventurous things provide. Here adventure is used in the sense of, it has a negative connotation, as we can understand. It is not the positive adventure. This is some kind of a negative, some kind of an attraction towards wrong things. So when we say the curiosity kills the cat, that kind of a curiosity, the kind of curiosity which we can say Ahalya herself had. So Valmiki says, Matim Chakara Durmedha Devaraja Kutuhala. She, out of curiosity, she entertained. Kutuhala, and it need not just be translated as curiosity, some kind of an excitement that she had. when she realized that Indra himself has come to see her. Okay. And so beautiful she is. So that thought crossed her mind. So if that can cross Ahalya, probably cross the mind of Ahalya, probably it can cross the mind of Kulatas, definitely. Right? So that is how we have to understand Sahasanam Pattanam. So she is the very residence of all sorts of adventurous endeavors. Doshanam Sannidhan. So again, the abode of all doshas. Kapata Shata Griham. So she is the Griha, house of hundreds of kapatas. Right? So hundreds of frauds. Kapata here refers to fraud. Kshetram Apratyayanam, and she is the Kshetra, the field for Apratyaya. Apratyaya here refers to lack of trust. Okay. Pratyaya means Nishchaya Jnana. Okay. Samyak Jnana, okay. Something you know for sure, as this is this. Okay. So a determined Jnana is called Pratyaya, and here Apratyaya means lack of that. So lack of trust. Kshetram Apratyayanam. And Durgrahyam yat mahadbhihi nara vrishabhi. And she cannot be controlled and she cannot be attained even by great men and men who are naravaras, already narashreshthas, and then vrishabhas. So they are the bull among the men, means what? They are too great. Even the most powerful cannot attain these women. Durgrahyam yat Mahadhi Vrishabhaihi Sarvamaya Karandam. So the basket of all the mayas. Karanda refers to a basket. Sarvamaya Karandam Yetadrisham Striyantram Visham Amritayutam Kena Dharmanashaya Srishtam. Loke Dharmanashaya Kena Srishtam. Who created such a horrible machine? So, go to the next verse. Okay. Go to the next verse. Karkashyam stanayordrishosteralalikam mukhe drishyate Kautilyam kachasanchaye pravachane mandyam trike sthulata Bhirutvam hridaye sadaiva kathitam maya prayogah priye Yasam doshagano gunam mrigadrisham tah kim naranam priyah Karkashyam stanayor drisho staralatalikam mukhe drishyate Kautilyam kachasanchaye pravachane mandyam trike sthulata Bhirutvam hridaye sadaiva kathitam maya prayogah priye yasam doshagano gunam mrigadrisham tah kim naranam priyah Karkashyam stanayoho drishoho taralata alikam mukhe drishyate Kautilyam kacha sanchaye pravachane mandyam trike sthulata bhirutvam hridaye sadaiva kathitam maya prayogah priye yasam doshaganaha gunaha mrigadrisham taha kim naranam priyaha vichedha. So, stanayoho, now we'll do the anvaya like this. Yasam mrigadrisham doshaganaha gunaha bhavanti taha naranam priyaha kim. So, mrigadrik, so mrigadrisham refers to strinam, yasam strinam. So she has eyes like that of a deer, right? So she is called Mrigadrik. So those women who have the eyes of a deer, for them, doshaganaha gunaha bhavati. Samanyataya loke yaha yaha gunaha doshaha iti kathyate tatsarvam strinam gunarupena bhati iti shlokesmin pradarshayati kavi. So the Kavi demonstrates that all those normal qualities that are considered as doshas in the world tend to be gunas of woman. The same dosha, when present in a woman, turn into a guna. So if that is the case, those women, taha, tadrishyaha, naryaha, tadrishyaha, striyaha, naranam priyaha kim. So can they be really lovable to men? Can they be the beloved of men? It cannot be so. Picture. Stanayoho karkashyam. So karkashyam, karkasha bhava. Karkasha means hard. Okay. So karkashyam means hardness, we can say, or harshness. Stanayoho karkashyam. Stana here refers to breasts. So karkasya, very hard, sturdy breasts. Okay. So that is considered to be a sign of a beautiful woman, right? So when karkasya is there in the stana, it is considered beautiful when present in woman. But then karkasya as such is not a very nice quality. Nobody wants to be harsh. Evameva drishoho taralata. So their sight, okay, so that is unsteady, right? Taralata, it is chanchala, okay, and chanchala nayana is like a praise that is showered on a woman, that she has a chanchala nayana. She does not have a stern look, right? She has chanchala nayana. So drishoho taralata, but taralata as such is not a quality that is aspired by everyone. Nobody wants to be tarala, right? So, but then taralata, when in the eyes of a woman, is appreciated. Alikam mukhe evameva alikam asatyam. Nobody wants asatya, but then in the mouth of a woman, alika also becomes beautiful, right? So the sweet words that they speak, it really becomes beautiful. So because they can look at a not so handsome man and still say that you are actually my world and you are actually looking very great and I value and things like that. So it need not be a hard, fast truth, right? But then it is something that adds beauty. So alika in the words of in the tongue of a woman becomes beautiful. Kautilyam kacha sanchaye. So kacha is hair lock. So in their Kautilya, Kutilata, wariness, right? So being wavering or crooked, that is again lauded, appreciated. Pravachane mandyam. So in their speech, mandya, here mandya, mandata refers to gentleness. Okay. Usually in this, in the world of men, okay, Pravachane mandyam is not aspired for. Mandya of any form is not wished for. But then when in the tongue of the woman, in the speech of a woman, aha, it becomes very beautiful. Trike sthulata, evameva sthulata. Sthulata is, we can say some kind of a grossness to huge. Okay. Trika refers to the hips of the woman. Okay. That becomes great. But sthulata, not encouraged. Nobody wants it. Bhirutvam hridaye sadaiva kathitam. So sadaiva hridaye bhirutvam kathitam. Tasam hridaye. And they are always timid at heart. Right? So bhirutva, again, not a very nice quality. Maya prayogaha priye. And priye maya prayogaha. So all employment of all sorts of tricks in case of the husband. Vishishya priye. Yasam doshaganaha. So evam rupena yasam mrigadrisham doshaganaha gunaha bhavanti. So in this manner, doshagana. So the group of doshas become gunas when they reside in each part of a woman. For example, in the eyes, in the speech, and so on. The very doshas turn into gunas. If this is the real nature of them, that their gunas are nothing but doshas, ताः नराः नराणां प्रियाः कथं भवन्ति इति प्रश्नः। अस्तु, नेक्स्ट् वर्स्। एताः सन्ति च रुदन्ति च कार्यहेतोर्विश्वासयन्ति च परं न च विश्वसन्ति तस्मान्नरेण कुलशीलवता सदैव नार्यश्मशानघटिका इव वर्जनीयाः। एताः सन्ति च रुदन्ति च कार्यहेतोर्विश्वासयन्ति च परं न च विश्वसन्ति तस्मान्नरेण कुलशीलवता सदैव नार्यश्मशानघटिका इव वर्जनीयाः। एताः हसन्ति च रुदन्ति च कार्यहेतोः विश्वासयन्ति च परं न च विश्वसन्ति तस्मात् नरेण कुलशीलवता सदैव सदा एव नार्यः श्मशानघटिकाः इव वर्जनीयाः। एताः स्त्रियः कार्यहेतोः हसन्ति रुदन्ति च। So कार्यहेतोः, for the sake of accomplishment of a particular karya, they can smile, they can cry. It does not matter. All that matters is the accomplishment of the objective that they have in their minds. So they can craftily act. Hasanti cha rudanti cha. Vishwasayanti. And they make others trust them. Vishwasayanti. Param nacha vishwasanti. But they don't trust others. Vishwasayanti param nacha vishwasanti. Tasmati kulashilavata narena. And because of this, kulashilavata narena. So a man who is born in a dignified tradition, in a dignified family, kulashilavata narena, sadaiva yetaha varjaniyaha. So these people have to be avoided at all costs. How? Like the shmashana ghatika. So the part that is carried, so ghatika is the part that is carried to the cremation ground for the performance of the last rites, and after the last rites it is broken, it is never carried back, it is abandoned. Evameva naryaha api varjaniyaha. They are not at all to be approached. You have to be very, very cautious when dealing with them. I hope it is clear. It was an easy verse. Vyakirna kesara mukha mrigendra nagascha bhuri madaraji virajamanaham. I'm sorry, there was a question. Just looking for that. I don't think it is dosha gano guna bhavanti. It is not dosha ganaha. No, there was a question as to why. Yasam dosha guno guna. Mrigadrisham dosha ganaha gunaha bhavanti. Dosha ganaha gunaha bhavati. I'm sorry, here it should be bhavati. There is no, I had just added that for understanding. Gunaha bhavanti. Dosha ganaha gunaha bhavati. Okay. So, or dosha ganaha gunaha bhavanti. Okay. So, doshaha gunaha bhavanti. Should be fine. Vyakirna kesara karala mukha mrigendra nagascha bhuri madaraji virajamanaha medhavinascha purusha samareshu shura stri sannidhau paramaka purusha bhavanti. व्याकीर्णकेसरकरालमुखा मृगेन्द्रा नागाश्च भूरि मदराजि विराजमानाः मेधाविनश्च पुरुषाः समरेषु शूरा स्त्रीसन्निधौ परमका पुरुषा भवन्ति। स्त्रीसन्निधौ परमका पुरुषाः भवन्ति। All these purushaha स्त्रीसन्निधौ. So in the company of a woman, in front of paramka purushaha bhavati, they become very timid, okay, in front of women. Who vyakirna kesara karala mukhaha mrigendraha. Mrigendraha, mriganam indraha, mrigendraha te, mrigendraha. So lions, and the best of lions. Okay. And how are they? Vyakirna kesara karala mukhaha. So karala mukhaha, karalam means bhayankaram. So they have a very majestic look and a very bhayankara mukha. And why is the mukha karala? Because of vyakirna kesara. So all their kesara, okay, all the we say the mane of the king, of the lion, that is all scattered, and the face looks really bhayankara. So tadrishaha api mrigendraha stri sannidhau parama kapurushaha. So in front of a woman, in front of the female lion, it becomes very timid. It's such a bhayankara lion. Evameva bhuri madaraji virajamanaha nagaha. Nagaha, elephants. And how are they? A lot of mother rekha. Okay, Raji refers to line, a rekha. Mother Raji. Okay, so line of mother jala that is flowing. Okay, such a rutted, so rutting elephant. That too in front of a female elephant becomes very timid. Medhavinaha purushaha, scholarly men. Scholars, and samareshu shuraha, samareshu dhiraha. So all those valorous men who fight great battles, all of them, stri sannidhau, they become very timid. Paramaka purushaha bhavanti. Kuruvanti tavat prathamam priyani yavanna jananti naram prasaktam nyatva tatham manmathapasha baddham grastamisham meenamibodharanti. Kuruvanti tavat prathamam priyani yavanna jananti naram prasaktam nyatva tatham manmathapasha baddham grastamisham meenamibodharanti. Kuruvanti tavat prathamam priyani yavat na jananti naram prasaktam nyatva athatam manmathapasha baddham grasta amisham meenam iva uddharanti. So prathamam tavat priyani kuruvanti. So in the beginning, they act as per the wishes of the man. They do all that pleases him. Tavat priyani kuruvanti. Parantu yavat naram prasaktam na jananti tavadeva. So unless and until they do not know that this person is attached, this person is under our control now. So only until then, priyani kuruvanti. Athatam manmatha pasha baddham nyatva. So once they know that he is tied by manmatha pasha, he is into our trap. Grasta amisham neenamiva uddharanti. So grasta amisha. Amisha is meat, bait. Okay. So piece of flesh, bait. So like the fish that swallows the bait. Grasta amisham neenam iva uddharanti. So he is dragged and he is finished. He is pulled up, he is dragged and he is tortured and his story is over. Like that of the fish that has swallowed the bait. Samudravichi vachala swabhava sandhyabhrarekheva muhurtaragaha striyah kritartha purusham nirartham निष्पीडिता लक्तकवत्यजन्ति समुद्रवीचीव चलस्वभावा सन्ध्याभ्यरेखेव मुहूर्तरागाः स्त्रियः कृतार्थाः पुरुषं निरर्थं निष्पीडिता लक्तकवत्यजन्ति समुद्रवीची इव चलस्वभावाः संध्या अभ्ररेखा इव मुहूर्तरागाः स्त्रियः कृतार्थाः पुरुषं निरर्थं निष्पीडित अलक्तकवत् त्यजन्ति. So स्त्रियः कीदृश्यः एताः समुद्रवीची इव चलस्वभावा. Chalaswabhava. So they have a very unsteady swabhava, like the waves of the ocean. Samudravichi iva chalaswabhavaha and muhurta ragaha. And they have momentary raga, momentary passion, momentary attachment. That's all. It does not last for longer time. Muhurta ragaha. Kathamiva sandhyabhirarekha. Like the line of evening clouds, okay, that are red only for a very short moment, for a very short time, they have the red color. Okay, after that it is gone. So once the sun sets, the red color is gone. Evameva etaha api muhurta raga. So they have the sense of passion or love for a very short while. Kritarthaha striyaha. So once their objective is accomplished, Kritarthaha striyaha nishpidita alaktakavat. So like the alaktaka, the red dye, okay, after extracting all the dye from it, nishpidita. So once it has been crushed and extracted, after that, nirartham evameva, nirartham purusham tyajanti. So they leave the man who has no money after extracting all that they want from him. Anritam sahasam maya murkhattvamati lobhata ashaucham nirdayatvancha strinam dosha swabhavajaha. Anritam sahasam maya murkhattvamati lobhata ashaucham nirdayatvancha strinam dosha swabhavajaha. So all these are natural to women. All these doshas, etadrisha ete sarvepi doshaha strinam swabhavajaha doshaha santi. So it is something that is born with them. Naturally it comes to them. What is it? Anritam. So anritam, sahasam, maya, murkhatvam, atilobhata, ashaucham, nirdayatvam. Untruth. Sahasa. Sahasa is adventurous spirit. Maya. Maya is craftiness. Okay. So or some deceit, we can say. Murkhatva, foolishness. Atilobhata, too much of greed. Ashaucha, impurity. And nirdayatva, lack of compassion. Ete sarvepi swabhavajaha strinam doshaha. Etah pravishya saralam hridayam naranam kim vanu vamanayanana samacharanti. Etah pravishya saralam hridayam naranam kim vanu vamanayanana samacharanti. So etah pravishya saralam naranam hridayam. So these people enter the straightforward hearts of men. Okay. Sarala is very straightforward. It is not, does not have any deceit. So that kind of a heart these people enter, then what is it that they do not know? They create havoc. They destroy that heart. What is it that they do not do? Antarvishamaya hyeta bahischaiva manoramaha gunja phala samakara yoshita kena nirmitaha. Antarvishamaya hyeta bahischaiva manoramaha gunja phala samakara yoshita kena nirmitaha. Antaha vishamayaha hyetaha. Bahihi cha eva manoramaha gunja phala samakaraha yoshitaha kena nirmitaha. Who created woman? Don't know. And how are they? Antaha vishamayaha. So inside full of poison. Bahihi eva manoramaha. Only on the outside they are very, very appealing, very beautiful. Like the gunja phala. Gunja phala is a phala that is red in color and it has a black seed inside and it is considered poisonous. It is called kundumani in Tamil. Okay, I do not know. You can probably search for gunja phala and share the English name. So, or if there is any other popular, because when I tried to search for it, I only got a scientific name, Latin name. So I could not find a popular English name for it. So in Tamil, it is called Kundumani. So like that, it is, very beautiful on the outside. Then inside it is poisonous. So that is Gunja Phala. Yetaha yoshitaha api Gunja Phala samakaraha antaha vishamayaha bahihi eva manoramaha. So his lament is over. Now, having observed all this, Deva Sharma seems to have had a nice contemplation. Okay. He's thought a lot about how crafty women are. Evam chintayatastasya parivrajakasya sa nisha mahata krichrena atichakrama. Sacha dutika hastagata chinnanasikagra swagriham gatva chintayamasa kimidanim kartavyam kathametan mahachidram sthagayitavyam. Evam chintayataha tasya parivrajakasya sa nisha mahata krichrena atichakrama. Sa chadutika hastagata chinna nasika agra swagriham gatva chintayamasa kim idanim kartavyam katham yetat mahat chidram sthagayitavyam. So thinking like this, Sa Nisha, that night, for that Parivrajaka, Mahatava Krichrena, lot of difficulty, that night somehow passed. Atichakrama, he crossed that night, he passed that night with great difficulty. Sacha Dutika, and what happened to that Dutika? The barber's wife, Hastagata Chinna Nasikagra, so she has her mutilated part of that nose in her hand. Okay. Swagriham Gatva, she went off to her house and she started thinking, what can I do now? Etat Mahachidram Katham Sthagayitavyam. So this great defect now, okay, Mahat Chidram, this great defect, how can it be concealed? How to conceal this? What can I say? Did I chop off my own nose? What can I say? Athatasya evam vichintayantya कार्यवशाद् राजकुले पर्युषितः प्रत्युषे स्वगृहम् अभ्युपेत्य परदेशस्थो विविध पौरकृत्योत्सुकतया तामाह भद्रे शीघ्रमानीयतां क्षुरभाण्डं येन क्षौरकर्मकरणाय गच्छामि. सापि छिन्ननासिका गृहमध्ये स्थितैव कार्यकरणापेक्षया क्षुरभाण्डात् क्षुरमेकं समाकृष्य तस्याभिमुखं प्रेषयामास. अथ तस्याः एवं विचिन्तयन्त्याः भर्ता कार्यवशात् राजकुले पर्युषितः प्रत्यूषे स्वगृहम् अभ्युपेत्य द्वारदेशस्थः विविध पौरकृत्य उत्सुकतया ताम् आह भद्रे शीघ्रम् आनीयतां क्षुरभाण्डं येन क्षौरकर्मकरणाय गच्छामि. सा अपि छिन्ननासिका गृहमध्ये स्थिता एव कार्यकरणापेक्षया क्षुरभाण्डात् क्षुरमेकं समाकृष्य तस्य अभिमुखं प्रेषयामास. एवं विचिन्तयन्त्याः. So that barber's wife who was thinking like this, what to do? Tasyaha bharta, her husband, the barber, karyavashat rajakule paryushita. So he stayed the night, he spent the night in the Rajakula because of some karya. He was held up in some work. Rajakule Paryushitaha. So he stayed there for the night. Pratyushe. So early morning, Swagraham Abhyupetya, he came to his house. Dwaradeshastha, he stayed at the door. Vividha Paurakritya Utsukata, he had Utsukata. Utsukata here refers to hurry. Okay. He was hurrying up. For what? Vividha Paurakritya, he had a lot of work in the Pura. Okay. He had to do his own thing. So he was in a hurry to start off his work early that morning, maybe. So he says, Bhadre, dear, Shighramaniyatam Kshurabhandam. So please quickly get my Kshurabhanda. So get my box. Okay, get my equipments. Kshura is Lomachedana karma. Okay, so to cut the hair. Okay, so probably things like razor. So sharp things. So Kshura. Loma Chedana, so cutter, hair cutter is a Kshura. So Kshura Bhanda, so my entire Kshura equipment, please get it. Yena Kshaura Karma Karanaya Gachami. Using that, I will go and proceed with my Kshaura Karma, my job of Loma Chedana. I will continue that. Sapi Chinna Nasika, and she with the mutilated was Grahamadhyasthita eva. So she stayed inside the house. She did not come to the door to receive her husband. Karyakarana Pekshaya, and because she had something in her mind and she wanted to accomplish that, Kshura Bhandati Kshuramekam Samakrishya. So from that Kshura Bhanda, she pulls out one Kshura, one razor. Okay, Samakrishya, pulling that out. Tasyabhimukham Preshayamasa. So she sent it towards him. Sent it means what? Threw it. So Presh, to send, and Preshayamasa, made it to be sent. So there is a Nijanta Prayoga. So Presh, and then there is a niche, okay, which is causative, and then it is lit Prayoga. So she threw it at him. Napito Pyutsukataya Bhandam Kshuram Avalokya Kopavishta Samstadabhimukhameva Tam Kshuram Prahinot. Etasminantare sa dushta urdhvabahu vidhaya putkurvati grihan nischakrama aho papenanena mama sadachara vartinya pashyata nasikachedo vihitaha tat paritrayatam. Napitaha api utsukataya abhandam kshuram avalokya kopa Skopavishtaha san tad abhimukham yeva tam kshuram prahinut. Etasmin antare sa dushta urdhvabahu vidhaya bhutkurvati grihat nischakrama aho papena anena mama sadachara vartinyaha pashyata nasikachedaha vihita paritrayana. Napitaha Utsukataya, that barber, because he was in a hurry, Abhandam Kshuram Avalokya, seeing that the Kshura, the razor, was without Bhanda, that entire case was not there, the whole box was not there. Kopavishta, he became very angry. Tadabhimukhameva, tasyaha abhimukhameva, towards her, tam Kshuram Prahino, he threw it back, he threw that razor towards her. So once this happened, what did she do? She was a wicked lady, Dushta. Urdhvabahu vidhaya. So she raised her hands up. Putkurvati, she gave a huge cry. Okay, Putkara, Putkurvati, Gruhat, Nischakrama. So she left the house, got out of the house and started crying. What did she say? Oh, Papena Anena. So by this sinner, by this Dushta, Mama Sadachara Vartinyaha Nasikachedaha Vihita. I am a Sadachara Vartini, and my Nasikacheda has been done by him. Pashyata Paritrayatam Paritrayam. Protect me. She starts running away. Running from the house. She comes outside and runs towards the streets. Atrantare Rajapurusha Samabhyupetya Tam Napitam Laguda Praharair Charchari Kritya Dridha Bandhanair Badhva Taya Chinnanasikaya Dharmadikaranasthanam Vitva Sabhyanuchuhu शृण्वन्तु भवन्तः सभासदः अनेन नापितेन अपराधं विना स्त्रीरत्नमेतद् व्यङ्गितं तदस्य यद्युज्यते तत् क्रियताम्। अत्रान्तरे राजपुरुषाः समभ्युपेत्य तं नापितं लगुडप्रहारैः जर्जरीकृत्य दृढबन्धनैः बद्ध्वा तया छिन्ननासिकया सह धर्माधिकरणस्थानं नीत्वा सभ्यान् ऊचुः शृण्वन्तु भवन्तः सभासदः अनेन नापितेन अपराधं विना स्त्रीरत्नं एतत् व्यङ्गितं तदस्य यत् युज्यते तत् क्रियताम्. So meanwhile Rajapurushaha, okay, so the men in royal service, probably policemen, okay, we can equate them to police. Okay. State officials, basically Rajapurushaha samabhyupetya, they came seeing that there was some kind of a commotion here. They would have come tam napitam, that barber, laguda praharaihi jarjari krutya, they wounded him through laguda prahara, they bet him up nicely, dridha bandhanaihi badhva, and tied him up nicely, dridha bandhanaihi, they tied, and then taya chinnanasikaya saha, and along with that lady with the mutilated nose, dharmadhikarana they took her along with him to the dharmadhikari, somebody like a judge. Dharmadhikarana sthanam, tasya sthanam nitva sabhyan ujuhu. So sabhya is a noble person. So there are a lot of sabhyas there, like a panchayat we can think of. So a lot of noblemen are sitting there. Shunvantu. So please listen to this. Bhavantaha sabhasadaha. So men belonging to the assembly, please listen to this. Anena napitena, by this barber, aparadham vina, without any aparadha, without any mistake on the part of the woman, yetatu stri ratnam, okay, this gem of a woman has been mutilated, yangitam. Tadasya yat yujyate tat kriyatam. So whatever is the suitable punishment in this case, please do that. इत्यभिहिते सभ्याऊचुरे नापित किमर्थं त्वया भार्या व्यङ्गिता किमनया परपुरुषोऽभिलषित उतस्वित् प्राणद्रोहः कृतः किं वा चौर्यकर्माचरितं तत् कथ्यतामस्या अपराधः नापितोऽपि प्रहारपीडिततनुर्वक्तुं न शशाक अथ तं तूष्णीभूतं दृष्ट्वा पुनः सभ्या ऊचुः अहो सत्यमेतद् राजपुरुषाणां वचः पापात्मायम् अनेन इयं निर्दोषावराकी दूषिता उक्तञ्च इति अभिहिते सभ्याः ऊचु रे नापित किमर्थं त्वया भार्या व्यङ्गिता किम् अनया परपुरुषः अभिलषितः उतस्वित् प्राणद्रोहः कृतः किं वा शौर्यकर्म आचरितं तत् कथ्यताम् अस्याः अपराधः नापितः अपि प्रहार पीडित तनुः वक्तुं न शशाक अथ तं तूष्णीभूतं दृष्ट्वा पुनः सभ्याः ऊचुः अहो सत्यं एतत् राजपुरुषाणां वचः पापात्मा अयम् अनेन इयं निर्दोषा वराकी दूषिता उक्तं च. So when the Rajapurushas told this, the noblemen, they spoke. Sabhyaha uchu re napita. So they addressed the barber and said, why did you mutilate her? Why did you do this to her? Kim anaya parapurushaha abhilashitaha. So has she been interested in another man? Did she crave for another? Did she lust for another man? Parapurushaha anaya abhilashitaha va. Utasvit pranadrohaha kritaha va. Did she poison you? Did she attempt to kill you? Kim va chaurya karma acharitam, or did she steal? Okay. What did she do? Tat kathyatamasyaha aparadha. So please do tell us what her aparadha is. Napitaha api prahara pidita tanuhu vaktum kshamyatam. Napitaha api prahara pidita tanuhu vaktum nashashaka. Because he was too tortured. He was too troubled by the praharas that he received. He was very, very troubled because of the thrashings that he had received. He was not able to speak. Vaktum nashashaka. Atha tam tushni bhutam drishtva. So seeing him to be very silent, Punaha sabhyaha uchuhu. So again, the nobleman told, Aho satymetad rajapurushanam vacha. It does indeed seem true that whatever the words of these men, Rajapurushanam vachaha satyameva. It looks like that is true. I am papatma. This guy is a sinner. Anena iyam nirdosha varaki. So this poor, the Dina woman, varaki is a Dina. So and nirdosha, niraparadha, iyam dushita. She has been violated by this fellow. Uktancha. Why are we telling this? Because we have a pramana. भिन्नस्वर मुखवर्ण शंकित दृष्टि समुत्पतित तेजाः भवति हि पापं कृत्वा स्वकर्म संत्रासितः पुरुषः भिन्नस्वर मुखवर्ण शंकित दृष्टि समुत्पतित तेजाः भवति हि पापं कृत्वा स्वकर्म संत्रासितः पुरुषः भिन्नस्वर मुखवर्णः शंकित दृष्टिः samutpatita tejaha bhavatihi papam kritva swakarma santrasitaha purushaha. So what are the lakshanas of a papi? Papam kritva, so somebody who does a papa. Swakarma santrasitaha purushaha. He is, so he is troubled by he is haunted by his own sins. Swakarma santrasitaha, swakarma bhihi punaha santrasitaha, piditaha purushaha, papam kritva, katham bhavati, katham tasya lakshanani kani bhavanti, saha katham pravartate, iti chet, bhinna swara mukha varnaha. So what happens? His swara and mukha varna becomes bhinna than usual. Okay, so there is a bheda in the swara and so there is a bheda in his swara and mukha varna. His facial color looks different. And shankita drishti. Shankita drishti, he does not have a confident drishti. Okay? It is always shankita, it is not fine. There is some kind of a low confidence in his drishti. Samutpadita tejaha, and he appears, very, there is no teja in him, there is no luster in him, and all that seems to be gone. Gata tejaha bhati, gata tejaha bhavati, shankita drishtihi bhavati. He does not have a confident sight, and his facial expression and swara, all that is, not like usual. So these are the lakshanas of a criminal. Dathaja ayati skhalitaiः पादैर्मुखवैवर्ण्य संयुतः ललाट स्वेदभाग भूरि गद्गदं भाषते वचः आयाति स्खलितैः पादैर्मुखवैवर्ण्य संयुतः ललाट स्वेदभाग भूरि गद्गदं भाषते वचः आयाति स्खलितैः पादैः मुखवैवर्ण्य संयुतः ललाट स्वेदभाग भूरि गद्गदं भाषते वचः. So मुखवैवर्ण्य संयुतः. So what happens? He comes mukhavaivāranya. So his mukha becomes vivarna. Okay. So it lacks the usual varna. He turns pale. Ityartha. So turns pale. But mukhavaivāranya samyutaha. Skalitaihi padaihi ayati. He comes inside. His walk is not confident again. He comes with stumbling steps. Skalitaihi padaihi ayati. Bhuri lalata sweda bhag. He sweats a lot and his forehead is full of sweat. Gadgadam vachaha bhashate. And his walk is again not confident. He speaks, incongruently, does not speak straight. Gadgadam vachaha bhashate. I think we can stop here. Continue tomorrow. There are Any questions? I can take them. Are there any questions? No questions. We can stop here. But I had an announcement to make that on the 31st of this month, Tuesday, during the same time as class hours, we can have an intermediate assessment. We are going to have one, and those of you who are interested, it is going to be an oral assessment. So what are the kinds of questions that will be asked, what is the procedure, etc., will be mailed to you in detail, and those who are interested can participate. They can take part, and for the others, we will not be having a class on the day 31st of January. More details on the 31st of May, I'm sorry. And so other details you will receive through email. So let's do. Jairam Mahodaya, you can leave me a mail. I will get back to you. Okay. Stop here. Samapayamaha. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.